And it's like an ocean, and the waves, they crash and fall, and I feel the motion. Cause we're big and then we're small, and sometimes we lose it. And I'm drowning till I'm out, and sometimes you prove it. And you bring me back around. Pretty face, pretty baby. You're the only one that's driving me crazy. Oh, oh.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Cassandra Color. And today I did kind of a pastel spring kind of eye. I've been wanting to do something for Mardi Gras this year again. I probably will. I'm just saying. I've had a lot of things happening in my life recently to where I couldn't really record, so please forgive me, okay? But I have just had blue in my mind for a few weeks now, and I've just been kind of wanting to do something really springy and flowery, but I'm kind of sort of dabbling into face paints a little bit. I mean, I still used a lot of eyeliner for this. Some of it is face paint and some jewels and eyeshadows and stuff like that, but it's just because that's what I'm used to using. But eventually I will be going on to the face paint side. I did just buy an airbrush gun that I haven't really messed with yet, but I'm intrigued by it. But I kind of, you know, even though I'm going to be getting into face paint a little bit that I'm going to be doing, I still want to make my tutorials interesting to the people that watch my channel for the makeup, which is why I decided to do half with, you know, wearable makeup and another half with some extra zhuzh in there. I think it turned out really good. I love it. Honestly, I really do. I think that the key moment in this whole thing is definitely using the eyeshadow Whimsical as a highlighter. I just feel like it just makes it really glowy and pretty. So this video will show just the eyeshadow portion if that's all you want to see, and it will also show where I did all this detail work and stuff towards the end. I love it. I think it's so pretty. It flows like water. I keep on looking at myself in the what is monitor. I keep on looking at myself in the monitor because I'm like, oh, it's so pretty. I can't, I'm sorry. The blue is just a craving. Like, sometimes I crave brownies and sometimes I crave blue eyeshadow. So. It's really funny because I've been craving the color blue, but I have been generally pretty happy. I'm not blue inside, okay? So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the tutorial. And here we go. Hey guys, here I am. Let's do this. Little dance, over here, over there, up here, down there. Let's do it. Okay, so we're going to start off with the primer that I always use, the Pores No More by Dr. Brandt. And my eyebrows are already done, and I'm feeling myself. I'm going to start off by putting that anywhere that I have pores, which for me is on the nose, and anywhere I have texture, which is on the forehead and more so in the T-zone area and chin. And then I'm a little dry because of the heat that I've had to have on, so I'm going to put on a little bit of some MAC Fix Plus, and then I'm going to start with my regular concealer just to conceal things before I put on my foundation. This is Bye Bye Under Eye Corrector in the shade Light. I'm putting that on my under eyes and anywhere that I have any discoloration, pimples. I've been putting it around my nostrils every time before I put my foundation down, which kind of helps the foundation stay in that area, I've noticed. And I'm going in and smoothing that out with an e.l.f. sponge. This sponge is a little bit harder, so it's easier to smooth out the thicker products. Now I'm going to make my foundation cocktail. This is Loreal True Match Lumi and Make It Forever HD, which is typically what I always mix. Just a little color swatch to make sure it matches my face, and I mix that up on a coaster, and I'm going to put that all over my face just to make a good base. And then before I do anything else, I'm going to set my forehead and anywhere that creases. So this is the RCMA No Color Powder, and I put it in a soap container so that I have more of a surface area to put my sponge down into. And then I'm going to go on with my regular concealer. This is the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Fair Neutral, which is what I always use. I'm just going to put that on the under eyes to brighten up that area. Over here, over there, over here, over there, right there, right here, right there, right there, right there, and we're good. And then a little bit on my eyelids because this works as a great primer for eyeshadow. And blending that out with the Beauty Blender. And then I'm going to set my under eyes with the sponge and the same thing, the RCMA No Color Powder. And I'm also setting the smile lines because I do tend to crease there as well. This is sexy. Look at me. Woo! And I brush all that bake away, and then I blended out the eyes and set that with the RCMA No Color Powder. Alright, now that we have a good base and there will be no creasing in my lifetime of this makeup face that I have on right now, I'm going to go ahead and go in with the eyeshadow. So I'm going to go in with Creme Brulee, which I am almost out of, and I might have to make a Makeup Geek order soon. And I'm just going to put that all over my eyes up to the brow bone just to create a good base. Now we're going to start building up the blue color in the crease. So I started with this color right here. This is a BH Cosmetics palette, and the palette is like it's so small, but my brush is so big, and I was really like, how am I gonna evenly load this brush? But I just went right in there and got it eventually, and okay, I'm just gonna go for it and just hope for the best. Okay, alright, whatever, let's do it. I'm using a MAC 224 just to put that all into the crease. It's just a big fluffy blending brush. Looks good. And I decided to go ahead and bring that on the lower lash line as well, just so that it would connect. And I'm doing that on the other side. And now I'm going to go in with a little bit of Creme Brulee just to blend out the very outermost edges, which Creme Brulee is like my magic trick to get anything to blend out. And then I'm going to go in with my Morphe palette. This is a 35B palette that I've used in a lot of my tutorials with a tighter fluffy blending brush, and I'm just going to concentrate that into the crease just to create some depth. I decided to go ahead and just build that color up a little bit more. I didn't want it to be so neon as it wound up turning out, but it looks a lot better on camera when it's a little bit of a brighter color. And then I wanted my lid color to really stand out, so I put on some Tarte Shape Tape concealer just on the lid portion with the applicator, and then blended it out with my finger to make a really good base so that the lid color would be bright. And then on top of that, I just took some Sephora white, and I'm using my finger just to tap that on top of that concealer to make a good white color on the lid. And then I did decide to go ahead and go in with that white and a pointed brush on the inner corner to create a good base. And then on top of that, I decided to use this shimmer. This is a shimmer from the Dollar Tree. It's just a white, very finely milled shimmer, and I'm putting that on the inner corner and on top of the lid. Okay, now we're going to go on with the eyeliner. This is the NYX liquid liner, as always. I did not do a wing today. I didn't want the wing to kind of come in and intrude the pretty circular blue portion that I had, so I just put a line at the lash line. And then this is the key moment, in my opinion. This is Whimsical by Makeup Geek, and I'm just putting that on the brow bone as a brow bone highlight, and I decided to go ahead and put a little bit of that on the inner corner as well. Now I'm going to go in with the bronzer. This is the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. And I'm going to go ahead and bronze up my face starting underneath the cheekbones on both sides and then around the perimeter of the face. And then this is when I decided that I was going to go ahead and use Whimsical as a highlight on my cheekbone as well. It's just kind of matched the blue tones on my eyes, and then the purple highlight on my cheek just kind of went together. And I did put a little bit on the Cupid's bow there just to make me look really glowy. And then this is a liquid lipstick in Marvelous Mauve by Sephora, which is my all-time favorite nude. I could literally sell this on the street to anybody because it's fantastic. Everybody I know has bought it because of me. And then on top of that, I'm going to use the NYX Butter Gloss just to give it a little bit of a shine on top of that. And then we're going to curl the lashes and put on some mascara. And then the last shade I decided to go in with is called Blueberry. It is a really deep blue, and I put that on a small definer brush and put that at the base of the lash line just to create some dimension on the lower lash line. And then I'm going in with a blue crown to line the inner rim and putting on some lashes. I didn't want to cover up too much of the lid detail, so I went ahead and used the Wispies by Ardell, which are pretty and long, but it doesn't cover up too much of the eye detail. And then I just sealed that in with the liner after I applied them. And once again, because I'm really dry, I wanted to use something else to bring some of the moisture back to my face. This is the Smashbox Primer Water, and I'm just going to spray that all over my face to help set all of the powders in. And then we have rhinestones. Rhinestones? Rhinestones? You want some rhinestones? So I started doing the detail on this one side of my face by placing the rhinestones from the inner corner all the way out onto a line on my face. And then I used a little bit of Blueberry on both sides of the rhinestones to kind of give it a little bit of shading. And here I am using my Snazzaroo palette. I'm just using the white with a little bit of water just to kind of make some swirlies and dots to create some detail And I did go in with my eyeliner along the white to give the lines a little bit of dimension as well. And then there's some more swirlies and dots on my cheekbone. And I did use some Urban Decay glitter liner along some of the lines as well. So all of this detail work is the Snazaroo white black eyeliner, Boo Berry by Makeup Geek, and some rhinestones. And just adding a little bit more dimension with some Boo Berry over there on the side. And that's it for the detail work. And then here at the very end, I kind of decided that I wanted to balance it out a little bit more with something on the forehead. So I took my Snazaroo palette and used the blue just to make a little heart right here on the top. And then I outlined it and gave it a little bit of a highlight. And that wraps up this tutorial. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.
And it's like an ocean, and the waves, they crash and fall, and I feel the motion. Cause we're big and then we're small, and sometimes we lose it. And I'm drowning till I'm out, and sometimes you prove it. And you bring me back around. Pretty face, pretty baby. You're the only one that's driving me crazy. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, in case it needs saving.
Dolphins, ocean, water. And I've been oops. Boom chakalaka boom. I think that's everything. We're done. We're out. We're done. We got everything we needed. Let's get out of here.